for spin. And ooh, just put a whole thing instead of a half a creatine in there. Okay, well this is day 3 or 4 of taking it, so I hope, whatever. I was doing a half just to kind of wean myself into it. And then a little bit of my perfect aminos. Turn the card on so it warms up. Alright, I'm gonna drink my coffee on the way. Got my creatine and aminos that I can drink during class. So, alright, I'll see you guys when I get back. Hey guys, it's 6:30. I just got back from spin, but my sourdough was ready to go, so I just fed it. It's passing the float test. And I'm going to whip up some batches real quick. So I just do, my favorite sourdough recipe is 325 grams of warm water. 100 grams of starter is what the recipe calls for. I usually do like 110 grams. And then it's 10 grams of salt. And then 475 grams of flour. Okay, there's the salt. Now let's get the flour. And I just went to Costco yesterday to get the flour because I was all out. So I want to keep track of how many loaves I can make with the flour to see how much like each loaf costs. Because someone's like, how much does it cost per loaf you make? I'm like, I have no idea. So I want to see how many loaves I can get out of the flour I get at Costco. So I'm just adding the 475 grams of flour. Once you get the hang of this, it's actually so quick. It's not a big deal. There we go, 475. And just take my Dutch whisk, get that all incorporated, give the water a chance to suck up all the flour and absorb it. After I get this pretty well incorporated, then I'll just let it sit on the counter for 30 minutes before I start my series of 4 stretch and folds. I hadn't fed my starter for I think a little over a week. I had fed it and then put it in the fridge, but still I'm not used to doing it like that. But when I went to Costco last week, I forgot to get the flour on Saturday, and I had just fed it, but it needed to be, you know, I like feeding it more than that. So I'm going to do a double feed this time. Like I just fed the starter last night after dinner. So it would be ready when I got back from spin this morning. And it looked like it could have peaked probably 2 hours ago because there was a little bit of like stuff on the jar that looks like it actually went down a little bit, but it's still doing its thing. It's still active and bubbly. It's still passed the float test, so I'm just gonna make some loaves out of it since we are all out. And so is my dad, and I want to get him a loaf too. So need to heat up. You guys, if you don't have one of these kettles, you need one. It's like, I use this thing so much. It's going to take a little bit for, I don't know, this one looks kind of runny. Like, see, I don't usually have them look so, like, soupy looking, so I want to see how this turns out. See if it even floats. Oh, it floats all right. Dang. I'm gonna use this one just to see how it turns out. Kind of experiment. I like to experiment with all this sourdough. All right. To this all mixed in, so this can be doing its thing, getting ready for the stretch and fold. Now I just got my dish towels damp. Let's cover them. These are so cute. These are my favorite ones. I just got them at Target. They were so cute for bread. I'm just going to cover this for 30 minutes so the flour has a chance to absorb all the water. And then I'm going to go rinse off after spin. And then we will start our series of stretch and folds. And now I've got all these other starters. I just fed all the other starters over here. So these are kind of having like a double feeding because I fed them last night at 7 o'clock and now I'm feeding them again and at 7:06, you know, so literally I fed them 12 hours apart. So I'm going to let these sit out for an hour or two just to get a little bit of that like double feeding in, but I'm going to put them in the fridge. And I kind of wish I didn't make 5 starters because I don't want to maintain 5 starters, but I need to like get into the system of like rotating, you know? So there we go. Now I'm going to, my coffee's probably not even hot anymore. No, it is not. Heat that up. And then the babies are still asleep. So I'm going to do a little tidy up, clean all this up. Oh, they're starting to open. I love when my dad gets us gladiolas and they remind him of my mama, so it's neat. When they were younger, one of the houses my dad built, my mom planted like hundreds of gladiola bulbs. So now anytime he gets gladiolas, he thinks of my mama, and I love that. I I should have listened when the boys in the family said, really, you want to get a white couch with 2 dogs? But they love it. But my in-laws got us this, I think 2 years ago, and I am obsessed with it. I didn't know how well it would do with the dog hair. What you doing, Belle Belle? What you doing? Hi, baby. Thank you for the kisses. Hi, baby. Thank you for the kisses. Hi, Charlie girl. There we go. But I love this thing because it'll do like, it does like perfect lines in the carpet, so it looks so good. I love like putting it on before we leave, so when I come back and it looks like the house is like all freshly vacuumed. But I didn't think it would handle the dog hair, but it does. And we have little Belle. She's a mini golden doodle. We've got Charlie, who's a golden retriever who sheds hair like nothing I've ever seen. And then Elsa, my dad's black lab, is over all the time too. So we have 3 dogs in here. I do this thing every day, but then I vacuum with my big vacuum like 2 to 3 times a week too. But I love it. Just as like a nice little once over, but I don't think I would like have it be like my sole vacuum for the house. Not with, 3 dogs and kids running in and out all day. But okay, dishes are done. Sourdough's fed. Counters are wiped. Now I'm going to go hop in the shower because I am a sweaty mess after spin. And then it's only 7:15, so hopefully I'll be like, well, I'm in the shower, then I need to make the bed, and then I need to do all the Lola laundry that's in the dryer, and then switch a load that I put in earlier this morning. Been up since 4:45. I love getting up early because I feel like I'm so productive and I get so much done that I get like my busy work out of the way, and then I'm like more relaxed to hang out and have fun with the kid. And are you stretching, baby girl? And they're on spring break still, so like I want to get to do all the fun things while I get to spend the day with them. Pa is just nonstop. I came in from the dentist and he's here painting the whole door. It needed it so bad. I don't know what I would do without Pa. Look at that. That looks so good, Dad. Oh, looking all fresh. Thank you so much for doing that, Pa.
Yeah.
Looks good. Say hi to everyone, Dad.
Hello.
I've got the puppies here, the girls here. I've got...
You know, I'm starting to do this. I'm starting to suck my belly and then bring that thing.
Dude, I do it all the time, Paul. Suck it in.
Yeah, I'm trying.
They say the camera adds 10 pounds, too.
Yeah, there you go.
I just did the stretch and fold for 4 of these. You and me both. Okay, you guys. Fun story time. Let's see. Okay. So after I did the sourdough, after I fed it, I had gone to spin this morning, so I needed to go rinse off. So I ended up rinsing off, and then I got in the jacuzzi bath, and I made it hot, and I'm like sweating and trying to chug water. My husband calls, and we're just like chit-chatting, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, went to spin, and I'm in the bath. And he goes, babe, don't you have a dental appointment? Yes. It was 7:57. I had an 8:15 dental appointment, literally 15 minutes away, for Jewel and I, because I was going to look at getting maybe Invisalign, and then Jewel, needs braces. So I'm like, Jewel, wake up, because she was still sleeping. We got ready in literally 2 minutes. I threw on one of Brian's big shirts just to, get out the door quick, threw on my sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and we were just, booking it. We made it. Loved the orthodontist. He was awesome. He recommended I not even do anything. My top teeth are straight, but my bottom teeth are kind of crooked, but... and I was just worried about them wearing unevenly on my top teeth, but he said just wear an iCard. I'm like, love you for that. That just saved me thousands of dollars. So, We made it. We made it to the appointment. Look, when I came back, you know how I made the bread? I did a double feed on this starter, and look how much better this looks. Like, this is so happy. So if you ever feed your starter and it's not looking like it's growing or like doubled in size or anything, do a double feed, because I fed it 12 hours apart. So like I did a full feeding last night at 7, and then I did another. I used the sourdough, the starter, and made 4 loaves, and then I instantly fed it right away. And now, I mean, this girl is so happy. I've got to bake her. So I'm going to let it grow. This was just fed at 7 o'clock. It's only 10 o'clock now. So I'm going to let it grow for another hour or two, and guaranteed it's going to be popping the top on these. And then I'm going to use all of this. I'm going to make 5 more loaves. So that will be 9 loaves of bread. But I want to give some to my girlfriend, and I want to give some to my brother's family and my dad, and then us. And my girlfriend taught me the best trick, that she makes sourdough weekly for her son. And what she does is she makes her loaf, and then she immediately slices it, like after it's cooled down, and then she freezes it. So he has fresh bread all week long, because he just pulls out the slice that he wants in the morning before school. And so I did that on my last loaf I made, and it was amazing. Like, that is what I'm doing now. So rather than having to bake so much, I'm just going to start baking, slicing, freezing, and then my kids will have fresh bread whenever they want it. So that's the new tip.
So I have a fourth here in our Hillcrest location. However, it wouldn't, this is my fourth, correct? But it wouldn't be until, it'd be a 1:45 appointment. So I didn't keep that in mind. So you have to arrive fasted for 6 hours. I don't know if you prefer the earlier.
I'm not getting put under, so I don't have to fast at all.
Oh, perfect. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not getting put under, then you're eating after I did over measure.
Okay. You can try yourself up. I'm not doing that. My mom is still coming to grab me. So he has the 24th at what time did you say?
It'd be a 1:45 check-in, but it would be here at the Hillcrest location, not the El Cajon.
Okay. What do you think?
What day is that?
That's on Thursday, and then I just have the cashier appointment the next morning at 8:30. That's probably fine, right?
That might be a bit much.
Okay, what about something on the 25th?
The 25th. Do you have a preference of this location or El Cajon?
No, not at all.
Okay, I can do El Cajon at maybe 1:15.
On when, baby?
On Friday the 25th, so that would be the day of the gastro appointment. That gastro appointment, right?
That's the gas is 8:15.
8:30, yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and then, so that's a Friday, and then I don't have classes on Monday, you can go fine.
30 more seconds. God, that's good. Okay, so I think that is done enough. Now I'm just going to add my powders into it to try to hide anything eggy so I don't gag. I'm going to do half a serving of this. So I'm going to do 25 grams. Five grams of this. Perfect. Now, I love adding raspberries because raspberries are so full of fiber. So a serving is 140 grams. I'm going to do half a serving. But so a serving of this has 17 carbs, but 9 grams of fiber. So that's awesome. But I'm going to do half a serving. So I'm going to do...
So bad.
70 grams, and then I'm going to do, this is 154 grams for this one, so I'm going to do 77 grams. So I think I added everything in there. I sometimes add chia seed, but I'm not gonna today. And this will hide the egg.
Make sure you keep the dogs off the front porch.
Okay.
Jump up on that bench.
Oh yeah, dang. We can't even open the front door then, you know that?
Yeah.
Grams, perfect.
Not in
Okay.
Thanks.
It's just a serving of the
I
fit.
don't know how to cook these, so I'll just continue.
These. So 5 grams. There we go. You guys, this is so good, and I don't even taste the egg in there, so I won't gag because the egg gags me. Here's Bubba. Hi, honey.
Oh, can I make a smoothie?
You want your smoothie now? Okay. Ooh, what? Okay, tell me what you're putting in it.
I don't put
He wants to make a smoothie.
the protein
The PB powder? Okay.
and the milk.
Okay, cool.
A little bit less to finish that. And then,
We have frozen strawberries, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, in the freezer. That'd be easier than. And then it makes it colder. No, right here in that freezer right there. So then you're gonna do the frozen strawberries and then pineapple and blueberries.
Yeah.
Yum.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, and I have vanilla protein powder or strawberry protein powder if you want to add that. Or if you just want to stick with the peanut butter, you can.
Can I try each?
Yeah. Okay, so that had 37. That
Mom.
oatmeal I made had 37 grams of protein, 76 carbs, 20 grams of fiber, 16 grams of sugar, but it's just from like the fruit, so that doesn't bother me at all. And then 10 grams of fat. So, why don't we just do half a few? Just give you a little bit of protein.
That's such a-
You can put both in. Here, I'll just do like a little bit just for your muscles.
Can I have a little bit of this?
Yeah.
That much more? Whatever.
Oh, you're going like peanut butter.
That's nice.
Okay, so you put like 3 tablespoons of the PB Fit in there. I put like a third of a scoop of the Flave City Berries and Cream protein. Now, where's the lid for this? Over there. Okay, he's drinking his booch over. What flavor is that?
It's wait.
I think it's called Clear Mind. Let's see.
Yeah. So what's yours?
What flavors? What, raspberry?
Superberry.
Superberry?
And
And
then the ingredients are rosemary, mint, sage, green tea.
okay.
And this one
Okay.
says this is
So yours is fruitier than his, and his is minty, and yours isn't minty at all. Like yours is tart, fruity, and his is minty and herbal.
Yeah.
Which one do you guys like better?
They all have one, but some have more than the other.
Let's. These, I love these organic wild blueberries.
I'll bring it up.
Watch out, they come out quick because they're tiny. How much are you gonna have? Remember, you gotta drink all this.
That's good.
Okay. Whoa. Want a few more strawberries?
Yeah. It's only like 2.
I think I put like 4 there.
One more.
That good?
Yeah.
Okay.
This smells so good.
So I'm just gonna do stretch and fold on this guy. I feel so much better. Put my face on, did my hair. Now I am going to do the dishes, do another stretch and fold, and then wait for those other starters to grow even more because they are almost to the top. Whoa, that one just burped. I wish I would have caught that on camera. Let's see. I literally just watched this one burp itself. It like went up and then back down. I've never seen that happen before other than when I pick it up and set it down and kind of like manually burp it. Huh. Trip. Okay. I'm all ready Feels so good to like have my hair not wet. I just did stretch and fold on this guy, I believe. So now I need to do, oh wait, it's not even pointing. I'm gonna do the last stretch and fold on these guys. Just like rotate my bowl like a quarter turn so I get all sides. It's funny how much it like feels so much like stiffer come the last turn, you know? No, I'm gonna have Ellie do her cinnamon raisin bread on this. That was so good. And I've got 4 loaves here, and I've got 5 more jars of starter on my windowsill that I'm gonna bake off soon. So that was the last stretch and fold. Sometimes I leave it on the counter. This has actually been on the counter since 7 o'clock. Was when I incorporated, like, mixed the starter with the flour and the water and stuff. So it's actually already been on the counter because I had to go to that dental appointment. So I just left it on the counter because I couldn't do my stretch and folds. So it's actually been proofing on the counter since 7 o'clock, which now it's 12:30. So I'm gonna go drop these downstairs in the fridge right now. I think I have room in that fridge. We just went to Costco yesterday, so I'm gonna probably need to make some room for this. But I'm gonna look at the recipe I follow again and see how long, because I actually probably could even, I'll probably bake some. It's only 12:30 right now, so I'll probably bake these off tonight, so then I'll get started on that. So then I only have to bake 5 tomorrow versus 9. Okay, so I wanted some coffee. It's 1 o'clock. I just fill my cup halfway full, and then I add some of my everyday dose to it. I just do 1/3 of a scoop because I don't want too much caffeine. So I just do 1/3 of the scoop that they send. I'm going to stir that, and then I got this everyday dose creamer, collagen and probiotics. And I thought I would try it. I've never had it before, so I hope it's okay, because typically I don't like any creamer or anything in my coffee. It says a serving is, hi babies!
You do stickers.
12 grams, I'm just gonna go 6 grams.
I got stickers.
Okay, I'm gonna do 3 grams, so that's 1/4 of a serving. Okay, let me see.
I got stickers.
Oh, those are cool,
I want to
dude.
give this to you.
Oh, cool. And this one reminds me of you.
That's what I was thinking. That's my favorite one.
So that says I had 4 grams of this. A serving size is 12 grams. So I'm doing 1/3 of a serving. And we'll see if I like it. Because typically I don't like anything in my coffee. I like black.
You like
And
black
then-
coffee? I like, say again.
What do you like sweetened coffee? Oh, with what, like whipped cream or what?
With, like the, what's it called?
Huh.
Creamer.
Creamer.
Yeah.
So I just, since I only want half the caffeine, so I do half a cup of coffee, and then I do 1/3 of a scoop of that. A full scoop of the everyday dose has 45 grams of caffeine, so I added roughly 15 grams, but the coffee that I brew anyway is half calf, so there wasn't that much caffeine in my coffee, and then I just fill the rest of it up with my hot water from my tea kettle. All right, should we do the taste test of collagen and probiotics? I wonder how it tastes. It's got bovine hydrolyzed collagen powder, coconut oil, coconut sugar, hickory roots, wheat starch. Okay, I'm gonna try it, okay?
Okay. Oh, this one's sick.
So I would definitely stick with a quarter or a third of a serving because I can't even taste it. And I didn't want to be able to taste it. So maybe, if anything, very subtle. So, okay, rad. I like it. And a serving has 2.5 grams of fat, 4 carbs, and 5 grams of protein. So I only have a third of that. Okay, I did that second feeding on those, and those look amazing. So I'm not wasting that starter. I'm gonna make 5 loaves right now. I'm not gonna film it though because the babies are being so loud. This sourdough starter is dreamy, but see, loading.
Here, press the thing, press the vacuum.
I got all the bread mixed up and in the fridge to rise so I can bake it off tomorrow. But here is dinner. We had some spaghetti with some salad and some homemade sourdough bread.